Today I am taking you with me for a whole day in Thira, which is the biggest city in Santorini. This is where the airport is. If you want to go to Ia, you're gonna have to take the shuttle bus or rent a car. Now, this is not only the bigger part of Santorini, it's also the cheapest. So most tourists they stay here. Therefore, there are more people here, more shops, and it's a lot more messier. Like if you go to Ia, it's gonna be very clean, very, very different. Now in this video, I'm not gonna show you all those wow tourist areas. I'm gonna take you behind the scenes. We're gonna check out how the city looks for real, not just the good parts. There are no bad parts, but as you can see on the right, there's a lot of graffiti. There's often trash. They usually do a good job cleaning it up, but this is also off season, so there's not that many tourists. That's why it looks a little bit empty. Once COVID is over and they open back up to normal, it's gonna be a lot more crowded. This is the thing that goes up and down. This is only in Thira. You will not find this in Ia. This is the map of the city. It's huge. While if you go to Ia, it's only gonna be 2 streets. Ia is where people take those beautiful pictures with the white background and the pools, and it's much more expensive. However, just to save you a couple of bucks, if you are planning to buy souvenirs, this is where you have to buy it. Also, before I buy anything, look at the prices in each shop, keep walking, look at the prices, keep walking, because every seller sells pretty much the same stuff. We spent a long time here, so got to know all the streets. The food, if you look to my right, these restaurants are on the caldera, which is the ones that have those sea views, and those are always gonna be more expensive. Then if you go a couple of streets inwards, you can find really good quality food especially in those restaurants that are for the locals, because tourists usually come once and they never come back most of the time, because if a person works 9 to 5 and he or she only gets 1 week of vacation, they most likely are not going to go back to the same place for that once a year vacation. So the locals know that, and the touristy areas are not always the best quality, because they know that tourists are not going to come back again. And the local areas, they survive the restaurants by the locals who eat there, who come back again and again and again. And those restaurants, they know that they have to provide good food, otherwise the local will go somewhere else, if that makes sense. Like think about your closest grocery store. Is that the grocery store you go back and back and back? Do you go to the same Whole Foods? Do you go to the same Walmart? Yes. But if you didn't like that Walmart, you're gonna go to another Walmart. So that makes sense. On my right, you're gonna see these doors just in the middle of nowhere. Through there's the restaurants and little bars. It's empty. Can you guess why? Because it ain't cheap. Across from there's this big church, which is a must-see. It's very beautiful inside, very beautiful paintings. It is free to enter. You can take pictures, videos, but no flash photography. That's it. And across, you can see the volcano. One of the locals told me that the Volcano Tour is just a tourist trap. There's literally nothing to see there, just dirt and rocks. So he told us to save money and not buy a tour to the volcano. And he knows all this because his sister works there. Just saying. So this is inside the church, very beautiful. And then we went a little bit backwards to the back part of the city where mostly the locals travel. And then here we can find beautiful art like this statue. And if you stand just in the right spot, it will kind of look like he's vomiting. Now we're definitely in the back part. You see this bakery? No, this is a bar. There's gonna be a bakery. We're gonna come back to it at night. It's 24-hour open. You have to try that too. This was a pharmacy, which is very useful because if you need it, it's right there. This is the only supermarket in this city. This is where you should be buying the wine that you want to take home as a souvenir. Or if you plan on staying here for a few days, maybe a week or longer, come here and buy your foods instead of going to restaurants. Definitely have to stock up on water because water is not free in the restaurants. And if the chocolates, do not touch the blue one. I repeat, do not touch the blue one. It is not good. Only go for the one that was above Lacta. That is the best. They also have a really good variety of chips, juices, lots of juices, banana juice. Should try that. Crackers and all kinds of Greek stuff that you should take home as a souvenir. Or if you're staying here, then buy the groceries here and it will be much cheaper. Olive oil. I took 3 bottles home. The bottles in metal can, because the plastic ones are usually the cheaper one, lower quality. So if you're gonna buy, these are all the milk, so much milk. If you're gonna buy olive oil, buy the ones in a metal can. Those are the good quality ones. And the butter, so much butter. I wanted to taste all of them. Another street back, which is where you're gonna find the locals area. Restaurants here are much, much cheaper. They don't have a lot of people there. It is off season, so as you can tell, it's really, really empty, which often cannot be a good thing because what if they ordered meat a couple days ago and no one came and then the meat is still there? When there are no people coming in, there's no traffic, food can get old. And that's how you get food poisoning and sick. So also be very careful with that. Also, always read reviews on TripAdvisor. Walking towards here, we found this really cute restaurant, but the hostess was really annoying. So instead we went to Knitos, which is, oh my god, you have to come here. It is once in a lifetime experience. The prices are good. Drinks 7-8 euros. Omelette 5.50 euro. Let's see, tuna smoked salmon fillet 8 euro. Very good, very good. Feel free to pause and take a closer look at the menu. I've been hunting for this lamb shank. I was staying in Ia for I don't know, a lot of days, and I didn't find it anywhere. But look at this. You are sitting in a garden. This is the only restaurant like this. You're in a garden. How beautiful is that? You don't even have to come here for food. You can just order a drink and maybe share an appetizer and just enjoy the moment. How beautiful is everything. You're surrounded by all these flowers and it's just a really, really relaxing experience. But the food is bomb.com. It was so good. So much spices. My mom got a calamari, which was also really good, but the veggies on the side, it was unnecessary. It was just for decoration. But mine was so good. The potatoes. What you see on the front, there's the potatoes, and look how easy that meat comes off, right? The bone. So much spices. I gotta make this at home. So good. Seriously, I would go back just for this dish. If I go back to Santorini, I'm definitely coming here. It was amazing. So many spices. Also, speaking of spices, I'll give you a little tip where to and where not to buy the spices. They give us a complimentary fruit plate. So here's the price. 2 beer was 7.60. Mine was 17 euros and the calamari was 14. A little shady, Ali. We are at the square right now. Square is the main area. This is where the cars end, so this is like a no driving area. All around there are shops, restaurants, and nightlife, basically. Walking towards the streets. Now, you're gonna see a lot of jewelry stores. Before buying anything, always check the price because you can find the same thing $20 less a couple feet away. Also, about the spices. Because there's not a lot of traffic here, mostly people come just to buy souvenirs. If you plan on buying spices, I recommend to buy it at the square because there's a big traffic there. So people come and go all the time. Just like I said about the meat, there's always fresh spices. We had to stop by ice cream. There's a Vincento ice cream, which is Vincento is the wine that can only be found in Santorini. So I got the Vincento and I got the Lava Santorini, which is the just black ice cream, nothing special. I also really want to try the olive another day. Very tasty. I also noticed there are not as many cats here as in Iya. In Iya, there was a cat at every corner. Here, it was very rarely found. This is the square at night. See, there's a lot of traffic going on here. This right here, what you see on the left, this is a souvenir store where you should buy all of your souvenirs because it's so cheap. I bought so many things there. Then we went to this restaurant, Elia, which is a rooftop restaurant, and this is not the only one. What I mean by that is if you walk just on the street, you're not gonna see this. This is some place that you have to go up on stairs. Below this is just a shop. Good prices. There was no one in here, but it had good reviews on TripAdvisor. Also has lamb shank. It's 14 euros here. My mom ordered that, and I ordered the Vincento octopus. This is it. So it has the Vincento sauce, the octopus, olives, and a lot of onion. And we also had to try those famous Greek tomato balls, which is just tomato balls chopped up, mixed with veggies. See, this shank, it doesn't look as appealing as the previous one. It was tasty, but not as tasty as the previous one, which was to die for. The tomato balls are okay. I think they created these for the vegans, so they have something to eat. It's not something I would eat again. It was okay. It was alright. So you see, there's a stairs that goes up there. And this is the 24 hours bakery I was telling you about. Oh god, this is so good. This is a locals bakery. So in the morning, it is packed all the way outside. Because the locals come here for breakfast and coffee before going to work. So the products here are always fresh. They come and go. Bake them, sell them, bake them, sell them. We also came back here a few times. It was really, really good. Open 24 hours. Also have ice cream for the summer. We didn't try that, but the baklavas were so good. Back in our hotel, it was a nice hotel, although the pool was not heated. It was super cold. We didn't get in at all. I'm gonna do a separate video just reviewing the hotel. So we also got Napoleon Cake right there, which is, you can skip. Cake is not the Greeks' strong talent. If you want cake, go to Prague or Paris or Germany, Austria, whatever. But it's not here. This is a custard-filled baklava. Is so good. We went to buy more the next day. So delicious. But we got just one of each to try. Now this one is also a custard baklava. It was so interesting. I've never had custard baklava. I've had the ones with just cheese, the melted cheese. But this custard was really, really good. Definitely something you should try. that was it for this video. A little bit long, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be making more of this.